All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cade Gaming. Today, I am so tremendously excited to share with you. This is another Crab's Treasure. This game is very new. It came out maybe a week ago. And if you haven't heard of it, Another Crab's Treasure is essentially a bright and colorful Souls-like. So for those who don't know, a Souls-like game would be games like Elden Ring or Dark Souls, Bloodborne, amongst other things, where in essence, it's really, really hard. And you go around killing enemies to gain some material that you would level up. So I want to jump in and just show this game to you. It's so tremendously fun. It is very new, so there are a few little things maybe that, you know, you need a little fix on. I'm sure they'll fix it soon because this game is outrageously successful. So go ahead and grab a coffee and let's dive right in. To give you guys a lay of the land, so you move around using W, S, A, and D. This game absolutely does encourage controller support if you want to use a controller. Left click is my attack, and you can do a four-person combo, or sorry, a four-swing combo. Right click is your shield. You go inside your shell, which I have a very cute party hat. And then any items that are kind of blinking or flashing like this, I can equip them as a shield. So you can see, for example, here, I can switch from the party hat to the soda can. My ability will change. I'll lose the bonus stats, but it does have more defense on it. So there are benefits to going around and collecting all the different shells. After that, holding down left shift, that is how you sprint. Left control is your shell's ability. Each shell has a different ability. So I'll show you this one real quick. The party hat does that. It's amazing and fun. And then in the bottom left, the purple stars, those are the charges of your special ability. The blue is the durability of your shell. The red is your health, and so on. And then whenever you take damage, you press R to heal your health bar as well. I think this game, essentially, it does a very good job at captivating you in terms of saying, hey, you are going to need a little bit of, you know, brightness to be able to enjoy a Souls-like. I think that's exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. I have tried playing so many different Souls-likes and I've just never really gotten into them, but this one I cannot put down. This is my favorite I have yet played. I think it is so well done, and it's a really good value. A lot of other Souls games, you know, they're like $60 or more. This was just $30 on Steam. So to tell you guys a quick idea of what I want to show you today, oh yeah, jump is spacebar, and if you hold down jump or if you press it again a second time in the air and hold it, you will do that little swimming movement. So there is a map. One small quality of life thing I think they could improve upon, there is no shortcut button to go to your map. Like I can't press M, for example. I have to actually press escape and then cycle through these options to get to these different screens. And another thing with the map, it doesn't let you like scroll around on the map, at least not that I've discovered. I can't find any way to move around the minimap. But this will show me kind of what I need to do. I'm still in kind of, I guess you'd say the intro area, but I have beaten all of the mini bosses, and I've also beaten, I think, the first boss to kind of progress the story. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go inside the shell. This would be where you like level up and stuff. And I'm actually gonna shelleport to the Duchess's chambers here. And of course, there are gonna be some mild like spoilers from what I'm doing. So please, of course, if you don't want anything spoiled, please feel free to not watch. Switch away. Don't worry, I'm gonna do my best not to show too much in terms of story stuff, but the nice thing about this game is, in essence, there's a lot that you can do. There's a lot to explore and find. The completionist in me says, oh my god, I want to go find everything. There are breakable objects. There are, in essence, kind of like jump quests where, you know, you have to kind of traverse difficult to jump things, where at the top you'll probably have a big reward. There are hidden chests and so on. Enemies will absolutely jump out of the sand and surprise you. I have had a handful of scares from that. But overall, this game is like honestly pretty colorful, pretty bright, and relatively happy as well. There's a variety in the builds as well. These purple crystals, pink, purple, chromatic crystals. This is a very, very good example of how you would actually increase your stats and choose your build. So when you break these open, you get a bunch of crystals, and there is a finite amount of crystals in each area. Once you get those crystals, you can then go to the shell, the place I just showed you, and you can upgrade your character. So in essence, you can choose, hey, do I want a more defensive build? Do I want a more offensive build? Or do I want to go for more of the magic build? Which in this game, magic is considered umami, which I love. It's so very cute and on the nose. If ever you want to level up, so you would actually go to one of the moon snail shells, go inside, and you would click the level up button. And one major component in this game is the souls, right? And a souls like in this game, you would actually be getting what are called microplastics down here on the bottom right. So you go to the moon snail shell, you click the level up button, and then you can see your stats. You can see here I've actually gone pretty heavy into resistance, but we have 4 different stats here. My next level cost is 3,010, and I only have 2,017, so I actually can't upgrade yet. But once I get enough, I can then come to the shell and I can upgrade one of these stats. So this is really great for helping you decide what type of build do I want, right? If I wanted to, I could go for a full magic build. I do believe there is an option somewhere to refund your points, but I don't know. I don't recall. I think it's with the moon snail. But at any rate, it's really cool because in essence, the point of a Souls-like is it's really hard, but you spend all that time gathering your souls, and then when you feel like you've gathered up a huge bank of them, you try and safely get back to a save spot where you can then upgrade your character. And it's really satisfying when you pull it off and do it well. So right now I am level 16. I think I'm a little over leveled for the content that we're doing, but it also really helps me. Me personally, I like to go back and level up and look for everything. So you could choose kind of, hey, am I struggling or is it a skill issue? You know, should I go level up more or should I practice the combat mechanics more? And I think that's always like the delicate balance of a Souls-like. Here we go, here's a crab I need to fight. So if you ever want to lock on when you're using mouse and keyboard, middle mouse click is how you will lock on. And then if you hold down your left click, you can do a charged attack as well, which I think is really, really great. The charged attack will let you throw an enemy off guard or interrupt their attack sometimes. And enemies do have, like, they have that yellow bar under their health bar. I don't know if you could see that. If that fills all the way up, obviously I'm killing stuff before it does, but if that fills all the way up, you can then use that to knock them, I don't want to say like unconscious, but off balance. So one of the cool things about it is, in essence, if you're fighting a boss, you could flip them over on their back, which this game really leans into the crab component of the game. I love it very much. The F button, that is your grapple. It is something that you unlock a little bit later in the game, or sorry, a little bit later in the tutorial, excuse me. It is so tremendously fun and cool and fluid. And the reason why it matters is you gotta come back later, right? To places like this in the early game to be able to find hidden secrets like this. A sea star. So something really cool, this game has something called stowaways. Stowaways are like little things that you add to your shell. So they take up 1 or 2 slots, and when you equip them, essentially they'll give you bonuses. So for example, right now I have the muscle equipped, which gives me 2 bonus attack. The limpet gives 2 bonus resistance, and MSG is umami. So it's really, really cool to be able to customize your character, customize your build, even in your gear, which I think is really, really great. One thing I like to point out, by the way, while we're on our way, all of the detailing in this game is exquisite. The references, for example, that all the crabs are using ketchup packets as their flags, for example. It's pretty amazing. Some of the beer cans, right, are plays on a PBR. Stuff like that. The team clearly had fun making this game, and I really appreciate that. I think it's really, really cool because you can see they took the time, they created an entire world, and I think that's how you know a game is successful. You know, when you're able to look at something like this and really see, oh, hey, you know, they've fleshed it out. They thought every detail through. This beautiful rainbow colored DNA, this is a new shell location. You touch it, and you get another moon shell that you can teleport to. So this, I'm gonna do a quick intermission here. I'm gonna actually teleport while I'm here and show you the one important location that I have so far. That is the Moon Snail's domain. When you teleport here, this is where you will be able to give yourself some of these skills. The Moon Snail is one of the funniest characters in this game. Every conversation has been really satisfying. His spirit full to bursting, the hermit crab is ready for more power. So now I can click learn skills. I have 164 of those kind of pink crystals here. And this is where I can say, hey, what do I want to level up? What tree do I want to go down? So let's see here. What was I going for? I know I wanted to get Scrap Hammer. I remember that. I think that one mattered to me because you can essentially charge up an attack and then get a big ol' shell on your, there we go, on your spear. Housewarming. Each shell's shell spell may be cast once for free without using umami charges. I absolutely wanted that one too. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna jump ahead so I can get back to the content, but this is the screen I wanted to show you, which is you have multiple different paths you can go along to decide, hey, what type of build do you wanna have? All right, so here we are back at it again. I'm gonna see what I can do to make sure that I do not get myself into trouble here. Because, oops, yeah, that's a very good example of getting myself into trouble. You don't want to fall. It's not death, but you take damage. If you look at my health bar, you can see where I took the damage down there in the bottom left. So you just always want to make sure that you are being careful with what you do. Falling, it's nice that it's not a permanent death. Oop. Oh my god, it's a seahorse. Oh, it's so cute. And now I can get the sauce nozzle if I want to. To clarify, I don't want to, but only because I really, really love my coconut. It gives a lot of protection. It's large, so it's a little slower, but it gets the job done, for sure. Let's jump on down here. I do love the can. The soda can's great. Ooh, I see an item. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, so I knocked him over. So that is how you capsize an enemy, by using something big. The shot glass is really cool. I love the shot glass. I am gonna take the shot glass. It is small, it doesn't have nearly as much. If you look in the bottom left, it has very, very little shield, but its ability is shards, and I'll show you here on the pufferfish. If I press it, yep, that was an instant death. Ooh, and it gave me a pink shard. So I create these these sharp crystals that will hurt enemies when they attack me. Now to clarify, if you're thinking this looks too easy at all, I just want to clarify that you can die in 2 hits like that. That is the life of a Souls-like. You are supposed to die, right? That is the entire point. Now, my only note is I lost all of my microplastics. I had about 3,000. So if I die before I get back to my body, I unfortunately will not be able to get those back ever. They're gone for good. Oop, that knocked me back. So that's dangerous. I don't think that counts. Yeah, I think I still have access to it, but I do want to be careful. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, yeah. When you have a lot of enemies side by side, you can get into a lot of danger really quickly because they can kind of chain you like that. Haha. So The camera angle kind of got messed up, but I parried that perfectly. Oops. Am I okay? Okay. Whew, that bit of panic. And you're like, did I just kill myself? Okay. I want to pick this up on my spear. I want to be as careful as I can. I want to pick up the soda can because this is a great one. I'll show you. Watch. Press left control here. Oh, the pufferfish is a hard one too. Because it doesn't always, like, attack where you expect it to. There we go. But it is such a great one. Okay, so that is our body right there. We are going to want to get that ASAP. Because if we don't get it, there we go, we got it. Perfect. That's one. Ooh, my shell's badly damaged, but I restored it. Can I get that? No, I cannot. Dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna use, if you look in the bottom right, I have no more of those heart kelps left. So I want to be cautious with that because I don't want to lose it. I think I need to go over here. And then if I press F, if I get close enough, then I will be able to climb up. I want to avoid those sharp sea urchins, of course. Ooh. Haha. I think I took damage in doing that, but I think it's worth it. The thimble's new, and the ability is Fortify. Gives me a little more resistance. What does it do? A shield. Nice. That was like a one-shot on that enemy. Oop! Oh my god. These things are just everywhere. Alright, I'm gonna heal real quick, because some things can really take out a lot of your health. There are so many areas for me to be exploring here, too. Woo! I think I'm gonna need to get a new shell on the end of my spear soon, too. A small quality of life thing. They've inserted corks into this game, so you can sit and look around, which I love so much. Ooh, okay, so when you get to this point, this is a shortcut. So that way, if ever you're like missing something, you can come back and get that again. I love that, that helps so much. All right, I'm gonna heal because my health is low. I always wanna keep my eye on the health bar down there because, again, this is one of those games where you're like, you're kind of designed to die. Oop, there it went. Okay. Well, that's how it goes, buddy. Because I need a heart kelp pod, and if I take one more hit, I'm probably gonna die. So, I think I might have to leave that for now. I think I just died. Oh no. And I had 6,000 too. That's bad. Oop. And we're all the way back at the beginning too. I think I'll stop the game here. There are boss fights. That's kind of what Souls-like games are about. And I'm just entering a new area. But if you like the game and you want to see more, please comment below, let me know. I love this game. I will happily keep creating content. It is tremendously fun. It is very challenging. I spent a lot of time grinding up levels to try and get it to be this easy for me. And I'm still struggling, you know? So go ahead and let me know if you want to see more content like this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. All of these games, I am buying myself out of pocket. So if you want to support me, the best thing you could do is click that subscribe button. There are more videos twice weekly. When you subscribe, it helps me the most. If you have any friends who you think would like this, of course, please feel free to share it with them. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed your coffee, and happy gaming.